Welcome everyone to the Galaxy News podcast. Today we will be talking about Fallout 76. Bethesda has released their future plans for the game, and me personally, I am very excited. If you enjoy this video, please hit the like button, comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe for more. Also, if you share this video, that would be much appreciated as well. If you can, please hit that notification bell so you do not miss any future uploads. And today, this podcast would not be as fun without my co-host, King Fanman. King, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. And wait, this is the Bethesda Brother podcast, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, today, King, Fallout 76. Well, hold on, guys. Wait, let's backtrack a little bit. If you guys don't know, I wanted a name for this podcast. I needed a specific name for it. And I was like, you know what? What the heck do we name it? So King said Bethesda Brothers. I said Galaxy News Podcast.
And he cheated.
And so I put up a poll on the on my channel, and I said, hey,
it was rigged from the beginning.
who would like this to be named Bethesda Brothers or Galaxy News Podcast? I did not say what my personal preference was. I just gave those two options, and that was that. Well, turns out Galaxy News Podcast won. So we're going with that. So King, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're a sour apple or anything.
I will just take my Bethesda Brothers to my channel, and that will be my podcast.
Hey, beautiful. It works out, right?
It works out.
Beautiful trade-off. So, King, Bethesda has released their upcoming plans for Fallout 76, and me personally, it excites me. One thing in particular excites me, and I guess you kind of have to read in between the lines a bit. You just did a video on this new, I guess you could call it maybe a roadmap, their future plans for 76. What do you think about it? Are you excited? Are you pumped up? Does this game look more promising now to, let's say, a casual Fallout fan?
Oh my word, yes. There is so much changes coming. Of course, here we are, the last of September. And if you don't even count Wastelanders is coming in November. Let's just talk about October. Of course, Wastelanders is totally going to change the game. I mean, it's not even going to be the same game. But October, there is so many things that Bethesda is doing just this October. And even in my video, I didn't even talk about the Halloween event that is coming at the end of October. There are so many changes that are coming to this game. So yes, I'm super excited. Meat Week is going on right now. Bethesda is doing so many things. I am super excited, and I know you want to get into the specifics of it, but just on the surface, not only for the casual player, first-time players, people that have been playing the game since the beginning, I think everybody should be excited for what is happening with Fallout 76 with Wastelanders right on the horizon.
Of course, and before we get into what Bethesda came out with recently in regards to their upcoming plans for 76, let's talk about Wastelanders really quick. And I have a question for you. So right now it's Project Clean Appalachia, right? So yes. That's what's going on, and we're cleaning up all the scorched beasts. We're cleaning up all the scorched. Do you think so? You know how there was adventure mode, and then there is survival mode. Obviously, survival mode is no more as of October 1st, I believe.
Correct.
They're disabling it. So would Wastelanders take place in adventure mode, or would there just be adventure mode but then Wastelanders? Because if it changes the game, right, and let's say you're a brand new player, then that means you're not experiencing what, let's say, we experienced to an extent. You know, you're not experiencing all that scorched if we are cleaning up a lot of the scorched beasts in the wasteland. So right. Do you think it'll be two separate? Because it's a brand new main quest, Wastelanders. And it's going to provide so much new content in the game. So
Correct.
do you think that's what this is going to be? Two separate modes?
No, no, it's going to be in adventure mode. You can still do the original main quest in adventure mode, but the landscape of the wasteland is going to be different. Obviously, there's not going to be as many scorch. There's not going to be as many scorch beasts. They're still going to be around. They're just not going to be as many. It's obviously after we take out, what is it, 8 million scorched, and we've taken out 670,000 scorch beasts. That's amazing.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks. And
That's,
people say that people aren't playing Fallout 76.
People are playing this game.
Yes.
You know, but me personally, I enjoy the game. I think it's fantastic. You know, it's a really fun game. I enjoy it. I personally enjoy it by myself. I don't need anybody else to play with. I know there's some, you know, let's say stages or locations you need more people to play to beat it, to make it easier for you. But me personally, I just like going throughout the wasteland and finding notes, going through terminals, that sort of thing. So the game is changing. The fundamentals of the game are changing. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Because when it comes down to it, it's if adventure mode is changing, then this could possibly be a completely different game than it was at launch. So would Fallout 76 lose a little bit of its charm with Wastelanders coming in?
That has definitely been talked about, and I think it is going to lose a little bit of that feel that we've talked about with the wasteland feeling all alone. I have loved that feel, and if you've missed Fallout 76 since the beginning, you are going to miss a little bit of that. Now, if you're just coming into it and you go through the main quest line, you'll still get a little bit of that because, again, going through the main quest line, you're not going to run into the NPCs near as much, but they're obviously going to be there. And those of us that started from the beginning, there was nobody. So, it's definitely like you said, it's changing, and it's going to lose that feel, and that was one of the great charms of Fallout 76.
That's why it's different. But me personally, when I had my gripes with 76, it was never about no NPCs. I really didn't really care that much with the no NPCs because the wasteland itself, the game had its own charm. It was just it did have issues in the beginning. It did, but now it's they ironed things out and they're still getting, you know, stuff for it, and that's a shame. But that's why me personally, I just wish that they would make two separate modes. You know, maybe the one mode is the original game, and then even though you could still play the main quest line, it's just it's going to change it a bit, and a new player will not experience 76 like you and I did originally. They won't. So with that being said, let's talk about the Fallout 76 future and public test servers. I mistook that for something else, but public test servers.
But that's exciting. That's great.
Do you think we're moving in that direction? Now, this is what excites me about it. Okay, public test servers. You know, if you're able to get on one, you could test an update before the update's released. That's what the purpose of this is. Am I correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes. First, let me say, Patch 11, if anybody knows anything about Fallout 76, Patch 11 is what almost destroyed Fallout 76. Fallout 76 was doing very, very good around E3. That's when they introduced Nuclear Winter. A lot of new people had come in. It had gotten very stable. Patch 11 came in and really just almost destroyed the game. It was horrible. And it set back a lot of the plans that they had for Fallout 76. That was a lot of the power armor glitches, and I mean, it was just horrible. And you're going to have problems that come into an online game. But what a public test server does, it allows you, just like you said, for us to go on and test these patches before it is put into the main game. So if there is problems like that, they can be ironed out before it crashes the game.
Yeah, and that's great in its own right. But the one thing that I wanted to see, and you know what I want to see, King. The
Hey,
one thing
private
that
server.
the one thing that's the one thing I wanted to see, and we didn't see it here. But do you think these public test servers is a step to private servers?
Absolutely, because what is a public test server? It is a server in and to itself, is it not?
Yeah.
And Jeff Garner and Chris Meyer at QuakeCon said that the private servers are coming sooner than we think. They said that at QuakeCon. And
awesome.
Yeah, that was very exciting. And I have often thought that they are coming as soon as they get Wastelanders established. Well, they are talking about these public servers coming in January at the first of the year. And I believe that private servers will be the next step right after these public test servers.
I really hope so, and it's the reason why I have no issue playing with others. I would just rather play by myself. Really, that's really it, and not having the worry of somebody else going to, let's say, a said location and getting all the lead at a certain location before I got there. And it's like, it gets so frustrating wasting caps to fast travel. Even though if you have a decent amount of caps, it's still frustrating. So if I could just be in a world by myself, maybe with another friend if they want to play, like King, if you want to join me,
Yeah.
and it's just me and you in the world, and that's it. And
That
then
would be
also,
nice, yeah.
it's if you have, let's say, 20 other people, 20 other, friends, acquaintances, whatever, you guys can have your own server.
Yeah.
Like you and your community.
The community.
You guys can have
That'd
your
be
own
awesome.
server. And it's like, you know who you're playing with. It's just there's a lot of fun things that will come out of private servers. And like you said, they are working on it. It's something that they will not ignore, because let's face it, when it comes down to it, mods itself, they give more life. They extend the lifespan of these games. People are still modding Skyrim, Oblivion, Fallout 3, Morrowind. They're modding these games still. And so they know that for 76, modding is going to be very important. So for them to bring in private servers, it's almost like launching a new game. This November, it's going to be almost like launching a new game.
Oh,
rebirth,
absolutely.
if you will.
It is, yes.
With 76. And private servers will do that again.
Yes.
So maybe they will hold off on private servers until, like you said, Wastelanders gets more ironed out. But these public test servers are it should tell us that it's moving closer to private servers. And that's one thing that I want and a lot of other people want.
Absolutely.
I guarantee you, once when that happens, Fallout 76 is going to start flying off the shelf. That let's face it, that hasn't happened yet. There are a lot of people who are playing it, but that hasn't happened. You could get this game for $30 and not even a year after the game came out. That doesn't look great. The sales probably don't look that great. But when it comes down to it, when they release private servers, they're giving their core fan base what they are used to. And it's very important, and I feel it's their ace in the hole when it comes to 76. Wastelanders is one, and then private servers is another. So Wastelanders is a step in that.
Yes.
And then private servers, the public servers, are a step in the direction for the private servers. Imagine having a private server and Wastelanders. Like you're pretty much just playing a Fallout game by yourself with a friend. So it's pretty much a co-op Fallout game. How cool is that?
Absolutely.
You're not worrying about anybody else in the wasteland. It's just you and your buddy. So with that being said,
Jeff Garner talking about Wastelanders, he said all future content is going to be built on top of Wastelanders instead of the old Fallout 76. So
Okay.
yeah, think about that. So they're actually rebuilding Fallout 76.
Like we said, the game might lose a little bit of its charm, but to be honest with you, that's the best way that they could do things right now, considering the publicity, the bad, stuff surrounding the game, and how much people are anti 76.
Yes.
With obviously the microtransactions being one of them, but also it being an online game, and obviously their core fan base is single player. So,
and it takes a lot of new technology and different technology to run NPCs in the game as well.
Yeah.
And then talking about the public test servers, think of the public test server almost like a beta for the private servers as well. They were talking about in this latest Inside the Vault that once they got all the kinks out, they would have this public test server. Well, they're going to run this public test server, and they're going to be watching it, and when they get it running right, then they can start launching the private servers.
Perk loadouts now. Let's talk about perk loadouts. And
those sound exciting.
Yeah, me and you really didn't really know what the heck it was.
You don't have to tell all our secrets.
Yeah. we did some research, and it's very exciting because you could have different builds amongst your one character.
Yeah.
You could have a melee build. You can have a rifleman build, the commando, a crafting build. You could have these different loadouts.
Well, one of the things
that's what we think it is.
Doing in this game is switching my stupid perk cards.
Yeah, I know.
And one of the things I find myself doing is not switching perk cards when I need to. One of the ones that gets me all the time, I will fix my weapons with the weapon artisan, which allows you to fix your weapon twice as much as it can be. Mm-hmm. But then when I get out there shooting my gun, you got to go back to your the other one, and I've gone blank what it is.
The gunsmith?
The gunsmith, and I still have the artisan on, so my weapon deteriorates twice as quick as it should. And I'm thinking, so.
Yeah, that's what I do, with like the ammo smith perk. I only have that activated when I'm going to craft ammo. That's really it. Like, so this perk loadout system, if it is what we think it is, it's very promising. I can't wait for it. It's a very welcome feature, but with that being said,
do you do a lot of crafting in Fallout 76?
When it comes to what? When it comes to ammo, of course, I'm crafting ammo all the time.
Ammo, food, healing stuff.
Yeah, I do the healing.
See, I love doing healing stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Disease cures and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I actually put my camp up in Grafton where there's a lead deposit.
Okay.
And there's a lead deposit. There's water right there. So I mean, I get irradiated as when I go to my water purifier,
Yeah.
But that's okay as long as I have my purified water there. As long as that lead deposit, that's huge. Because before that lead deposit, man, I was scrounging for ammo, which I guess that's a true wasteland, right?
Absolutely. Well, I was asking because I have all these crafting perk cards that I use while I'm in my camp that I have to switch back out when I go back into the wasteland. So that would be another wonderful thing to be able to switch quickly when you're going back out into the camp.
For sure.
What do you think about the legendary system? I know that's another thing we don't know much about, but it reminds me kind of like the legendary system in Skyrim, where when you fill a category up with points, you can turn it into a legendary system and get more points in that category. I'm excited to learn more about that.
The legendary player,
Yep.
That's very interesting. Apparently, you could become a legendary player. The original plan was, I think, when you hit the level 50, right?
Well, when you get level 50, you don't get any more points for your specials.
Yeah, that gets cut.
You keep getting cards, but you quit getting
Yeah.
special points.
Mm-hmm.
So this legendary player, from what I understand, you're going to be able to turn your one of your categories into a legendary, kind of like I said, we did it in Skyrim. But of course, they haven't given us the details on that. But it's an exciting prospect anyway. I definitely want to learn more about that because uh, I've got, goodness, I think I've got 20 levels that I haven't used. Uh,
I
you
saw
know,
that.
yeah, I keep leveling up and leveling up and leveling up, and I'm like, you know, I don't have any cards I
You're
want
at a
anymore. What do
level
I do
what?
with them?
Like 164 or something? What level are you?
I'm, yeah, 170 now.
Man, you've just
No,
been.
well, I'm playing with level 200 people. They keep playing.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
but
see, I
they
wish I
play
had
all the
that.
time, and I'm telling them, y'all got to quit playing. I'm working while they're playing. That's not
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, yeah. See, like that's what I'm
I'm
doing.
working right
Yeah,
now. I'm doing a podcast, and I guarantee you they're playing. All
yeah,
my
yeah. I'm
subscribers are
not even.
playing. My teammates are playing, and here we
I
are doing a podcast.
I primarily play. I primarily play on the Xbox One, which now that's going to shift to the PC because PC, my goodness, so much better to play on than
I enjoy the
a
PC.
console.
Yeah, I do.
But I play on console, and guess what my level is
Which one?
on the Xbox One. My primary character. Don't insult me, but guess what my level is.
58.
I'm higher than that.
Oh, did I insult you?
No, no, no. It
uh,
would have been insulting, but be like 35.
okay, 75.
Too high.
Oh, so I'm getting close then.
You're getting close.
60.
Too low.
I'm close.
I'll just tell you. I'm
Yeah.
a level. I'm a 67.
See,
You
I was
know,
right in
I'm
there.
proud of that.
Yeah.
There are other games that do come out that I also play. I'm a big sports fan, so I tend to play those games, and those games suck up a lot of my time too when I'm playing. But yeah, I'm 67 and 76. I'm proud of that number, close to level 70. But I want to play the PC version, and I think I'm a level 8 or something on the PC version, so I'm really
Yeah.
not far along at all on the PC. But the
Well, I've
one,
I've played the PS4. I've played the Xbox One. See, I'm in the
what level are you on
60s.
that?
I'm in the 60s in Xbox,
What
and
level are you on the PS4?
I'm in the teens on the PS4.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's
Uh,
okay. Wow,
but then again, like I said, I've got teammates that are in the high 200s, so it's crazy.
that's well. Think about this: if you just played on the PC, you would be the same thing.
I would. That's true. I
You
would
would
be
be
there.
like 240, 230.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of cool things that are coming to Fallout 76. I believe it's going to give the game a breath of fresh air to others that haven't been so high on the game. You know,
I love all these community events they're doing, like Meat Week, the Halloween event that's coming.
mm-hmm.
Uh, there's a early fall event that's coming, and I love all the changes they've done with the events too.
See, that's the one thing that I don't really play much of are the events, which I guess I should.
So
But
you
I
can
hope,
even do that by yourself. It's
yeah.
something even if you're not playing on the team, and it does let you interact for a minute, and then you can go back to being by yourself.
Primarily, I just this is what I do in 76. So I'll do a side quest if I have a side quest enabled. But if I don't feel like doing a side quest, I go to 4 different locations, and at these said locations, I go and I kill some super mutants, so I could level up my guy.
Right. Yeah.
Because what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to be a melee build, but also a rifleman build.
Right.
So I'm working up my strength. I'm respecking my guy. I'm working up my strength to a 15. It was a 7, so now I think it's like a 12. So I'm getting there, but then I have to put all this work into the perk cards itself too.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be some time before I fully, especially if I play on PC. But with 76, it's exciting. It is Wastelanders. public test servers, like we said, there could be a potential, future for private servers. It could be a step in the right direction for private servers. Perk loadouts is something that we need. Multi-factor authentication is something that I didn't know that we needed. But but a lot of people, a lot of people have been getting hacked. Apparently, I've seen it, and that's scary.
Yeah,
like apparently somebody got hacked and
lost all their
yeah. Then Bethesda recovered them, which that's fantastic.
Yep.
But that stinks.
Yep.
That stinks. So I didn't know we needed that, but apparently we do.
I don't know legendary player. Like,
I don't understand.
Started.
Yeah, and there's something that happened on YouTube itself. I believe like 23 million accounts got hacked. I don't know if you heard about that.
No, I haven't.
But bigger YouTubers, like in the millions, the hundreds, thousands of people, like not us. I don't think us. I mean, obviously, people were getting hacked and then getting their channels deleted. That's what was so imagine having 500,000 subscribers, getting hacked, then getting deleted. How defeating is that? YouTube is hard as it is. And now you're deleting a channel that has 500,000 subscribers. It's
just think how long they've worked to get that.
Yeah, I don't understand why people want to ruin other people's lives when it comes to that. It's just like, why? That person probably spent 10 years on his channel, and you ruined it for him.
And what did that person get out of doing that?
A laugh.
1 second of a laugh.
A laugh, some type of disgusting pleasure. Well, brother, that about wraps us up.
So we end with that. No, we can't end with that. Come on, say something good.
Let's say something good. I don't know. I don't really. Bethesda just released a Fallout 3 remaster teaser.
Oh, did they?
No, I'm kidding.
You're kidding. Oh man, there's another bad thing.
All right, everyone. I thank you all for watching. King, thank you for coming on. It was awesome. I love talking to you. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, comment if you haven't already. Please subscribe for more. If you stayed this long, you're most likely subscribed. And King Fanman's channel will be...
stayed this long. What are you talking about?
Listen, I don't know. And King Fanman's channel will be down in the description below, so you could subscribe to his channel. So, all right, guys. I thank you all for watching. This was another episode of the Galaxy News Podcast.
Best brothers.
This is Joey Caps Gaming with King Fanman signing out.